Clients and friends often ask me, what should I put on the home page of my website? In this video, I'll go through some questions your customers might have that you should answer, but also some specific elements you should add to your website, such as testimonials or videos. Before diving into the first thing you need to ask yourself when making the website, I want to make it clear that you should show and don't tell. And what I mean by that is that you should not put the specific question I say and then the answer below it. You need to explain this to your customer in a subtle way, in a way where they don't even know you're answering the question, but you're just doing it in a subconscious way. So with that out of the way, here's the first question. What is this? Is it a blog, a news site, a company website, or even a web shop? What can I do here? Can I buy? Can I even sell something? Can I learn something new? Can I subscribe and be informed about future updates? What do they have on this website? Is it blog posts, news, products, or maybe even something third? Why should I be here and not somewhere else? Can you show some reviews or some unique selling points that makes your company or your website uniquely different from somebody else? Why here and not somewhere else? What can your solution do for me as the visitor? Here you can showcase your benefits, your features, all the stuff that makes you really stand out in the crowd, something that makes you not only unique, but also a great option for me as the buyer or whatever it is that you want me to do on your website. Who else have used your solution to solve a problem just like mine? You can showcase that with customer reviews, testimonials, or even case studies. You might also make a video or something to really make it clear to me as the visitor or buyer who else like me has bought your service. This is a tough one. Who are you to care about my problems and needs? Do you have a founder story or a particular why? If you're familiar with Start With Why from Simon Sinek, you'll know the importance of having a clear why, the purpose behind what you're doing. And if you can articulate and communicate why you are specifically suited to solve my needs, I will be much more likely to trust you and in the end actually buy your product or service. How can your solution solve my problem? You need to relate the problem of your customer or your visitor back to your solution or service or product, and show a path for success so that the customer feels like you know what you're doing and you have a plan ahead so they can lean back, relax, and trust your process. Now that you have gone through all these questions and you probably already found an answer for most of them, you'll have to build your homepage. But what should you put on it? I will list a few elements that you can add to your homepage to actually help you answer the questions we discussed before. The most common thing to have in the top of the website is a hero section. A hero section is typically an image or a video or something that really sets the tone, give a context to the visitor and understand where they are. This is a great way to catch their attention, which is really what you want when they land on your website. You have very limited time to catch their attention and make them believe that you know what you're doing and that they ended up the right place. If you're making a business-to-business website, I would recommend adding a list of logos below your hero. This is where you show who you have been working with, what companies trust you, and this is a very good place to establish some credibility just right after you catch their attention. Another thing that's quite important to add somewhere in the top of your website, could be above the hero or below the hero, is what's new. Many people will visit a website over and over again if they like your brand or if they're looking to buy something from you. And a good way to keep them engaged and keep them coming back is to show what you have done new. So it could be new products, a new blog post, or a new case study, something new that you have done to make the visitor know that you are alive, that you are updating your website. It's not just some sort of dead business card, but you actually do use your website actively. After you have gotten people's attention and you have gotten some credibility with the logos, you can now continue to some more content. One thing you can show them is what you do. And for example, you can show a list of products or services as one of the first things on your website so they quickly get an idea, are you a consulting firm or are you a product business? So it's a really good idea just to showcase a few of your most popular services or products. Another thing you might add to this content section is why you do what you do. And that can be a quote from a founder, it can be a company story that tells a bit about why the company started and what sort of journey you have been through. Another way to do it is by having a video where you show the founder or maybe even some employees talking about why what you do matters to your employees, but also to the company in general. Another section that might be interesting to add is how you do what you do. So a process chart or a 1, 2, 3 step section. That can be great for showing your customers that you know what you're doing and how you do it, so they trust you can deliver what you're promising. And let's not forget having a section about what your customers think. So this can be a testimonial section or review or whatever you want to call it. Something that shows that you have real customers and they like what you're delivering. It can also be a case study that you have featured and where you can go in and read even more about it. But basically some social proof that you exist in real life, that you deliver what you promise and your customers are actually happy with what you do. And one of the most important steps to add is, what's next? You need to have a call to action. Your customers need to know what to do next. Should they sign up for something? Should they buy something? Should they fill out a form? Basically, what should I as the visitor do when I land on their website? Now that you have added this super important content to your website, it's a good time to do a reality check. Are the risks clear? If you're selling a product, is it clear when it will be delivered? Or is it clear if it can be returned? What about stock? Is it in stock right now, or do I have to wait a bunch of time before I get my product? If you're selling a service, it's important also to clarify stuff like timing. How much time will we have to invest as the buying company in order for the service to be carried out by you? When will you deliver? If we don't like what we get, can we have revisions? All of these small questions the customers might have when they decide to buy your service is better to communicate up front. If you really want to make your website shine, I have a bonus item for you. See if you can make your visitors smile and be surprised somehow. See if you can add a video, animation, or something unexpected that'll make them smile. That will open a relationship with you somehow and make them much more likely to share it with a friend or a coworker. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions to what I've shown in this video, please let me know in a comment. I would be happy to help. I'm actually considering making a roast video where I'll go through a website and give some suggestions on what can be improved. If you have a website and you're not afraid of me publicly going through it and roasting it, share your website link in the comments and maybe you're the lucky one that I will go through and give some tips. But thank you for watching. Until next time, have a good day. Ciao.